Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Yellow.
Mahomes now on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now it's Mahomes again, and it's complete to Kelce. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins got home that time.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Bullet good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelce is complete. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And again, it's Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. The tight end Kelce was the intended target. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
First down, Cincinnati.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, Orbit.
First and 10 for Dalton. Got his man. It's Eifert. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Dalton. That's complete. Bernard. And down inside the 15 he goes.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Emmanuel Agba, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Another try after the first down sack. Dalton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Andy Dalton. He's going to let one fly for wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Auden Tate, 58 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it, and the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Auden Tate, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. On
play action, it's Mahomes. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
And 6 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. That's complete to Robinson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. And even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. This is caught by Robinson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Jordan Evans able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he's got his man. This is Tate. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. They'll get this out wide to Boyd. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
54 Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll wind up being a loss loss of 2, and they're going to have a third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go. 54. Pilot, 64, weak. Heavy. Back. Here you go, 368. Hey, Charlie. 54. Hey. Check.
They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Now Dalton, and this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes to throw once more. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Auden Tate, 43 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
93, 52, 93.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes to the right side. It's Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play. And now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to EA Sports.